Om. In this session, we will explore the topic of obstacles. How can yoga help us to be clear, firm, strong, and courageous in overcoming obstacles? How can we go beyond hindrances? Is there a way to overcome all these challenges which life seems to throw up at us very regularly? So, tips and tricks, tools, how to move forward, how to, I don't dare to say push through. It's not really about pushing, not really about this pushiness, but there's a certain momentum which is required to go beyond obstacles, to follow through with our intentions, to aspire for the highest visions to be manifested. Following our goals, yes, but not only running after goals, trying to achieve this kind of dangling carrot in front of us, running after some made up fantasy of my mind. Not these type of goals. So first of all, we gotta see where we are moving. And then we see what type of obstacles are hindering us to move in that direction. So as a side note, I have to emphasize the importance of the choice of your goals. Which direction are you giving to your life? So that is in the background a super important topic, which we discuss in other sessions. But today we want to see the obstacles which hinder us to move in the direction of that bigger vision, that great ideal scenario that we are hoping for. So difficulties, obstacles, challenges, however you call them, they come up regularly. What are practical tips and tricks to deal with them? So first of all, I would assume that one of the most important ones is trust. A certain, not only belief and faith, but a deep, heartfelt trust in your mission, in this bigger vision. You gotta be able to see the bigger picture, zooming out, stepping back and seeing like, this is the direction in which I'm going. And I trust that I can actually arrive in that area. Maybe I will not manifest exactly what I was intending in the beginning, but I'm moving in that direction and I trust in the path. You know, the famous saying, the path is the goal. And in a way, I don't even trust that I will reach the final world championship golden medal. No, I just trust in the path. I trust in myself. And that gives me confidence. That gives me a certain courage to continue. If I don't trust, what can I do? So in yoga, this is called Shraddha, the belief, the faith, the trust. And how can I gain trust? Looking back in a positive way at the things which have been going right in my life. We've all come a long way, literally. We've been traveling around the globe more or less, and we've come from a little baby embryo via child adolescence to a grown-up being. We've come a long way, and we've already overcome so many obstacles. The project of learning to walk as a baby, it requires trust that I will one day be able to walk around the apartment as fast as my father can do it. We came a long way from these little success stories in our life. Value them, have an appreciation, have gratitude for all those things which have been going right in our life. And that builds a solid foundation on which we can stand firmly and can trust on that ground on which we stand. So trust. And I mentioned already that gives us the confidence and the courage, the driving momentum which propels us forward, which helps us to get out of stagnation. Because frequently an obstacle is met and then we're like, and then we tend to be, like a kind of like a cow in front of a boom pole, like in front of a wall, a gate or something like, cannot move any further. And then like, okay, I'm stuck here in the mud. And then we get depressed. And then we definitely don't go anywhere. And this stagnation reduces our motivation. And then we're just turning in circles on the same spot, wondering why nothing is happening anymore. So there needs to be a certain momentum where we almost kind of pull ourselves out of the mud and move forward and keep that momentum rolling. That perseverance is the key to pick up the balls again and again. When you learn juggling, you're very certainly going to drop many balls many times, and you just pick them up again and again, and you try again, and they fall, and it takes many times. And even then you upgrade from 3 to 5 balls. You grow with the challenges. And then with 7 balls, again, you're going to bend down and pick up your balls again. That's just how it goes. Get used to it. That's the nature of life, of success, and we can keep it up for a while, and then we're kind of juggling too much. We want to do a fancy trick, some stunt, and then we fall. We rise and we fall. So get used to these cycles of life. Day and night, summer and winter, sunshine and rain, success and failure. That is no reason to stop, to give up, only because you hit a certain threshold, a frontier, and you seem to be unable to go beyond it. An obstacle, a monumental hindrance. The emotionally charged mind loves to dramatize, kind of like, and then giving up and victim role and loser attitude. And we're not going anywhere with that. Of course, there's also a lesson to be learned in that. Where did I pick up this negative thinking? Where are these doubts coming from? Counterbalance the doubts with the trust. Counterbalance the laziness with the driving momentum. Not necessarily activism. No? It's not either lazy or hyperactively trying to find a solution desperately. Frequently, we need to slow down and move wisely, contemplate the situation, and find that loophole. How can you overcome the hindrance? So it helps to step back, zoom out, and see things clearly. It's like, over here, I didn't even see it. There's the easy way out. This is the solution. This is a possibility to move beyond the obstacle. So we need to be able to think outside of the box. See the bigger picture. And for that, frequently it helps to get the advice of other people. Get some feedback of somebody who is not in our own narrow-minded vision, but who sees from the outside perspective and can tell us, you fool, can you not see over there is the solution? It's like, okay, eureka, I got it. Thanks for the tip. Helps me quite a lot in that situation because I was drowning, overwhelmed and lost in this emotional charge, frustration and disappointment and dragging myself down. Thanks for giving me a hand, lifting me up. So network, mature friends who've been there and done that. So you're not alone in this. We're in this together, and we can support each other, motivate each other, because we all go through these waves. And sometimes it's easy, sometimes difficult. Sometimes things flow our way with full momentum, and it's just like, wow, life is on my side and supporting me all the way through. And then before we know it, it's like, whoa, I thought I made it all the way. And then it's from hero to zero. And then back up again, and manic depressions. All the time, this emotional roller coaster. Remember that stable ground, that trusting foundation on which we stand. Yes, surf the waves of success. Enjoy yourself in the celebration, but don't take it personal. Life is flowing through us and supporting us in so many ways so we can be shining. If you take the success personal, you will also take the failure personal. And then these obstacles will seem kind of like, I screwed up, it's my fault, and then loser victim role. And so don't take it personal. Detach and allow life to flow through us. That is a secret in the equation. Allow yourself to be supported not only by friends, the tips and tricks, but also by life itself, which provides us so much with the air to breathe, with the water to drink, with the food to eat, with the inspiration of our culture, with the technological support, which is incredibly complex and allowing us to do the most fancy things, which a few years, decades, or centuries ago were completely unimaginable stunts out of this galaxy. A couple of centuries ago, there wasn't even electricity. No engine for a vehicle to move anywhere. What we can do nowadays is complete fanciness. We've come a long way, not only individually, but also collectively. So trust in that stable ground on which we can build our lofty skyscrapers and highest ideals. We can learn so much from philosophers, sages, yogis who've been there and done that. Don't only learn from the friends around you, from your wise grandfather, but also learn from those masters who've walked the path, who've learned their lessons, frequently the hard way. So they have excellent recommendations how to deal with obstacles. One of those recommendations is enthusiasm. That's in a way an upgraded, cheerful flavor in your perseverance. This kind of trusting perseverance manifests as enthusiasm. And nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. I think a quote by Emerson. So achieving, reaching the highest lofty ideas and ideal visions with enthusiasm. To be enthused, to be entheos, to have this sacred essence within. Trust in the deeper purpose of your heart, and nothing can stop you. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, was encouraging you to follow the calling of your heart. Listen to its deeper intuitions. A profound invitation by one of the most visionary thinkers and uplifting beings of the last decades. Follow your own heart and see what deeply and truly matters for you. And if you trust in that vision, it will be very natural to overcome those obstacles with enthusiasm. Give it a try and never give up. Be inspired by those around you. Choose your peers wisely and allow yourself to be uplifted. Even in the face of an obstacle, acknowledge that it is an opportunity for you to grow, to mature, to sharpen your discernment, and then cut right through the hindrances, the seemingly big obstacles just inflated by our emotions. Cut it at the root. Don't take it personal. It's not like life presents you with a difficulty to block your growth. No, it's just an invitation. See an obstacle as an opportunity to grow. And we grow with these challenges. And the sky is the limit. And maybe the sky is just the beginning. Think big, dream, follow the calling of your heart, and dare for this moonshot, this Mars shot. Best wishes for your journey back home, knowing that there's actually nowhere to go. We are already here. So don't run away in foolish directions with superficial goals. Come back home again and again. Trust in life and enjoy yourself wherever you are, even in the confrontation with an obstacle. Namaste.